Ahoy, you seafaring folk! I'm about to tell you a true tale of the sea, a story of shipwreck, survival, tragedy, and intrigue. I am the one to tell you this tale because I am a living descendant of Captain Donald MacKay, the tragic hero of our story. A few years ago, I discovered a document in our family archives that chronicled the story in a written eulogy. A replica you see here. As I investigated the historical context of what happened those many years ago, I uncovered fascinating facts and twists of fate that led me to retell the story in a song, a sea shanty of sorts. In this video, you will hear the story and learn the song. And just maybe the raging of the sea in the graveyard of the Gulf, just off the shore of Nova Scotia, will come to life as you sing.
The Jessie, a three-masked bark owned by Captain Donald MacKay, set sail for England laden with timber on December 24, 1824. There were 23 souls on board, including crew and passengers. Tragedy strikes. On January 1st, 1825, a stormy gale caused the ship to run aground on St. Paul Island, Nova Scotia, just a few kilometers north of Cape Breton. The island was known for its shipwrecks and dubbed the Graveyard of the Gulf. St. Paul Island is a lonely, desolate spot. No one lives there. Only the remains of over 300 ships that have found their final resting place there. The site of Jessie's ruin is now known as Jessie's Cove, located 200 yards from the southwestern tip of the island. Vain hope. All of the passengers and crew survived the wreck. In desperation, survivors built huge bonfires out of driftwood in hopes of alerting potential rescuers on distant shores. Sadly, their attempts were in vain as they perished one by one due to starvation and exposure, a lonely death to be sure. A chance encounter. The fate of the Jessie would not be known had it not been for a chance encounter one day in Charlottetown. Mrs. MacKay was at the market and caught a glimpse of her husband's cloak on the back of a fisherman. She confronted the man, and the sad story unfolded. The fellow often scavenged St. Paul Island for the booty of the wrecks that washed upon its shores. He came upon 3 bodies, one of which was Captain MacKay, and availed himself of the fine coat. Diary of Disaster. Recovered from the pocket of Captain MacKay's cloak was a diary chronicling the demise of the Jessie's crew and passengers. For 11 long weeks, these unfortunate souls waited in desperation for rescue. Captain MacKay was the last to succumb to the elements. His last entry dated March 17th. Listen to the vocals as they sing the chorus to Shipwreck. After that, we'll take it apart phrase by phrase so that you can join us as we sing.
Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee.
Are you ready to join us? Echo after each phrase. Here is phrase 1.
Heave ho, land ho.
And now for phrase 2.
We're lost on the stormy sea.
Phrase 3.
We've run aground and won't be found.
And the last phrase, phrase 4.
A sad farewell to thee.
Putting it all back together, here we go.
Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee.
Are you ready to join us in this seafaring adventure? There are 6 verses that tell the tale of Captain MacKay and his doomed ship and passengers. After each verse, we'll sing the chorus, and at the very end, we'll add a coda that will bring our story to its tragic close. Ahoy, friends, as we sing.
Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee. 'Twas the first of the year when the Jessie set sail with winter in her wake. Just north of the shores of Cape Breton they sailed, but there was no escape. Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee. All of her crew and her passengers too escaped the sinking bark, only to find that their fate was to be a death so cold and dark. Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee. Shiver me timbers and ahoy, please save me from this rock. My crew have all gone, it's just me on this spot. My coat is all I've got. Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee. Captain MacKay was the last one to die upon that lonely shore. His story untold and his life sadly lost, he's gone forevermore. Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee. An odd twist of fate brought the story an end one day in Charlottetown. Mrs. MacKay saw the coat that was lost and chased the wearer down. Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee. Where did you find that fine cloak? Said she. My husband's lost at sea. The sailor replied, the 3 bodies remained, the last of the ship Jessie. Heave ho, land ho, we're lost on the stormy sea. We've run aground and won't be found. A sad farewell to thee.
Our story doesn't end here. The Jessie's legacy lives on as one of the first wrecks to be recorded. The danger to mariners began to capture the attention of governments, and in 1839, the growing number of wrecks on St. Paul Island prompted the provinces of New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Lower Canada to jointly fund the construction of 2 lighthouses on the island. A small building stocked with provisions was also erected to keep shipwrecked souls safe from starvation and the elements. St. Paul today still boasts its warning lighthouses. It remains uninhabited. Any buildings there either are close to ruin or have been burnt down. St. Paul Island is home only to the memories of lost souls and a host of birds and vegetation not native to Nova Scotia. On the southwestern tip of the island, near where the Jessie met her fate, is a solar-powered beacon and a helicopter pad for its servicing. The granite rock and mean shores and punishing surf serve as a present-day reminder of the plight of many a brave sailor, the crew and passengers of the Jessie.
I hope you enjoyed our musical adventure chronicling the fate of Captain MacKay and his ship, the Jessie. Next time we meet, we'll add to our story with the instruments and other fun stuff. We'll try playing the spoons, even plastic ones will work, and accompany on found sound. Check out my book, Fun and Games Galore, available through funwithcomposers.com and other music retailers for full orchestrations for pitched instruments and activities. Ahoy, friends, and thank you for joining us as we heave ho through the centuries and meet seafaring heroes whose real-life stories are stranger than fiction.